It's that time. It is October 2nd. It is Media Day for the Toronto Raptors. And I'm here to do a reaction video on what I've seen so far. I'm not going to go through all of it, but we're going to skim through it and we're going to get some reaction of what some of these Raptors are saying as of October 2nd, 2023. If you like this content, if you like basketball, subscribe. You're in the right place. If you like that Raptors talk, you're in the right place. All right? Let's hear what Mr. Pascal Siakam has to say. Let's go!
Hey Pascal, how was your summer?
Awesome.
Good,
Beautiful summer.
good. Your first time going into a season without Fred. What was your reaction when you found out the news that he was leaving?
Shouts out to Fred Van Fleet. It was good when you were here. We needed you. We won that championship with you. We ain't gonna forget about you. But it's a business and life goes on. Shouts out to Fred Van Fleet though.
Over the summer, and do you feel like the team has done enough to replace what he brings both on and off the court?
Um, Obviously, like with Fred, a friend of mine for sure, came in together. Young players had to earn.
Yeah, we can't forget about the bench mob. Fred Van Fleet, Jakob Pertl, Pascal Siakam, DeLon Wright. Like these guys were coming from the trenches, going to G League games, getting an opportunity with the Raptors, fighting and clawing for every position that or any minutes they ever got. So let's not forget about where these guys are coming from. These guys been putting in work together, and over that time, you definitely build a bond and a friendship. So yeah, it's business, but at the same time, you build relationships as well.
On our way into getting where we at today. Um, and I'm incredibly proud of him and the things that he's been able to do. Um, Not to sound like a broken record, but he bet on himself. Um,
Yeah,
Came through, worked hard. We had to fight and scratch for everything to get where we at, and I'm just proud of him. Like happy for him. Um, to see him, be happy, get what he deserves,
hmm
and it's just awesome. Like to see somebody work so hard and then get to this level when people did.
he definitely did. Shouts out to Fred Van Fleet. Bet on yourself, man. And I'm a believer in that. Like here we are going through this as well. I'm here betting on myself that I could give you guys the best Raptors news, updates, and like give you like a real insight to it, and really make it entertaining and fun, and we grow and build in a channel that is full of laughter, full of valuable lessons, and growing together, as I said. So I'm here to bet on myself. I'm a believer of the bet on yourself module, our model. So, with that being said, hit the subscribe button. If you like this content, don't forget to hit the like button because we are betting on ourselves as well over here as well too. So, big up Fred Van Fleet.
Didn't expect him to get to that level. So yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him. Obviously sad that he's not here. Be a part of I've always kind of like played with on the same team with him, and so yeah, it's tough to not have him and know that like he's gonna be playing in a different team. Like it's just gonna be feel weird. Like I think. Um, but again, I'm happy for him. Like to be able to get to where he's at today. Um, and yeah, I think he's going to be someone that's going to be hard to replace, like just because of everything
Yep.
that he's done for this organization, everything that he does, in and out, on the court, off the court. Like
hmm
he's going to be someone tough to replace for sure.
Hey Pascal, welcome back. Um, I'm curious. Masai has spoken a lot about changing the culture of this team. Obviously, you're one of the veterans on.
Yeah, this whole change in the culture, I keep hearing them say it, and like I understand that there was some turmoil last year, but this whole change in the culture is a form of blame being deflected, and I feel like Nick Nurse is getting a lot of that blame, and Fred Van Fleet is getting a lot of that blame, and there's a little undertone where players are kind of hinting at who was doing what, and you can see the sincerity of who misses who appreciates who, and I they have to be careful with that because you're bringing a negative energy in the locker room where everyone is saying, I'm not selfish. You know, I wasn't selfish. It's not me you're talking to. One of y'all is looking at one of each other like, yeah, it was you. You were part of that too. So be careful with that energy, guys. And yeah, I do like the unselfish talk, but be careful of that energy.
on this team. How are you seeing the culture change and evolve this year, and what's your role in changing the culture?
I mean, I think it's still early. I don't know. I don't know how the culture has changed, or I think we'll see. Right, we'll find out. Um, yeah.
Also, Masai spoke about trying to get rid of selfishness, and he said part of that was having conversations with all the players. That you're probably the first player he spoke to about that. From your perspective, how did that conversation go in terms of having more accountability on the team and, again, changing the culture?
I mean, I think for me, I'll speak for me personally. Like, I've never been a selfish player in my life.
In life, yes, you can only speak for yourself. But Pascal has to be very cautious of what he's doing because he's walking a thin line with trying to not take any blame. To say that's not me. No, 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 no. I was never selfish. You can't talk to me like that. But at the same time, I think, as he said earlier, it's still new, so we don't know about this cultural change that everyone is expecting. So I think it would be good to just go into it and say, you know what, a lot of things didn't go as planned last year. Would really hope that we make some strides. That's a lot better. I could be guilty of some of the faults of last year. So, but thankfully we have a new year on us, and we're trying to look forward and do the best that we can this year and going forward with our new coach and creating a more positive environment. But to not take any ownership is pretty selfish.
Always play the game the right way. And that's from the first time I started playing basketball. Like just I've always been a team player. All the things that I do on the basketball court, it's about team, and I've always done that like my whole career. I think that um, just for me, like being this, like continue to evolve as a player, getting better, just kind of like learning the game and having more attention. Like
A lot of me, Pascal. Don't forget we're playing a Wii sport. It's us, team.
mean, I remember times where I was in the corner and nobody even cared about me. um, and 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 I'll be out there on the corner for a long time, and I get the ball and then I pump fake even if nobody was there. So I remember those days, and I think just me evolving my game and being in a position where you get attention um, and there's a lot of attention on you, and you have to make the right plays, and I feel like I've always made the right basketball play. Um, and when I'm out there on the court, like sometimes it looks like it could look different because I feel like I always have two people on me every time I'm on the court. So sometimes it might look like you shoot over two people, but it is what it is. But I think that like I've always played the game the right way. Like I don't have any like ounce of selfishness in me, and I just want to continue to do that. And I feel like I've always done that. I've never really.
And I agree. I'm not calling Pascal selfish. I don't think he's a selfish player. I think he's a team oriented player. So I don't think he's selfish for sure.
Coaches tell me that I wasn't coachable, or like I wasn't listening, or I wasn't doing the right things on the floor, and when I didn't do that, and every time that the coach told me not to do it, and I kind of rectify every time. So that's kind of like why I'm here today, anyway. Like as a player, just from learning from my mistakes and getting better. Um, so yeah, like I don't think I've ever been a selfish player.
See, you hear what the guy said? I wasn't saying that, and he was just talking about the team as a whole. But Pascal took it like it was a personal shot, but it was also the way he worded the question. Like Masai spoke to you first. It's like, bruh, is it when you spoke to me first means I'm the reason? You have to know what these reporters are saying. Sometimes they'll cause problems that's not even there. So I hear what Pascal is saying, and I also hear the reporter.
Yeah, I didn't think you were saying that because it's not that though. So yeah.
Mm.
Hey, Pascal. Lots changed, obviously, this going into this year. New coach, no Fred. new direction probably in the way you kind of guys kind of go at the game. Does any of that change the way you think about your future with this team, knowing that you go into this year as a potential free agent after the season?
I mean, I can again for me, like I'm under contract, right? Like I'm a Raptors player. Um, that's literally what I'm focused on. I'm focused.
I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. I need you to put some emphasis behind that. Say, I want to be a Raptor player for a long time. I am one. I want more energy, bro. You're too laid back this press conference. I'm not gonna lie. This is just my reaction, Pascal. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I don't know. The body language ain't something ain't sitting right, man.
Focus on the present. Um, and that's to me, that's all I can really care about right now. Um, in terms of the way we play, like I'm a basketball player. I'm a purist, I think, as far as basketball goes, and I've always played basketball for the right reason, which is to win, and continue to try to be the best that I can be as a player. Like that's always been my main things as a player, and I think I really don't care what the system is. Like if you're a good player and you know how to play the game, like you find a way. Um, I believe that I'm that type of person, and on the floor, like I don't care what you're trying to do. Like the ball finds the best players all the time. Like and
Jeez, let me hear the rest of this.
and to me, like or like the game is just gonna go into like finding the guys that make the difference. So I think that like it doesn't really matter. Like I think I'm a player that adapts to anything, and I play the right way. So I think that
So Pascal is saying I'm a player that makes a difference. It don't matter what system I'm in. The ball gonna find me, and I'm gonna do my thing. Cause I'm one of them. I am him. That's what Pascal's saying.
always like wins in anything that you do, and I think I will adapt well.
Hey, Pascal, it's Doug. How are you, sir? Right here in front of you.
What's up, man? Hey,
Yeah, I'm good,
what's up,
thanks.
man? Good.
Uh, I get the on-court stuff. The ball's going to find the best player, and you can play in any system. But how about a personal relationship with the coach?
Mm.
You now got to.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. And guys, I'm not gonna go through all of it. I'm just gonna skim through maybe a few more minutes. But we just want to hear a little bit where Pascal's head's at, because ultimately it's only what happens on the court that counts. So we're gonna see this and maybe head on over and check out somebody else. If you're liking this content, please subscribe to the page. We are trying to grow the community. Hit the like button, hit the notification button so that you know when I'm live and you can always keep up to date with me on what I got going on. All right? Subscribe.
A brand new guy who doesn't know you and you don't know him.
Right.
How do you develop that relationship, or do you need to develop a friendship relationship with the guy who's your coach?
I mean, I think again, it takes time. Obviously, in anything. I mean, it's like even when there's new players or when there's even if you go to a new school, like whatever the case might be, like it's the same thing. Like you gotta learn.
Man, so even when you go to a new school, it's true. Even going to a new work environment, you don't want to come out too strong, too acting too over zealous and yeah, I'm here. Just hi, take it easy, take it one day at a time, so that you can be yourself consistently. You don't want to bring off a fake impression, and then all of a sudden you're not who you were acting like you were the first day. So just try to be yourself, and I like this approach. I'm glad that he's not, just throwing Nick Nurse under the bus and hyping his coach, and he's not downplaying the coach. He's just saying, "Hey, man, I'm here. Let me take it one step at a time."
People, personalities. You gotta learn about what they do, um, and I think as long as there's respect, like I think that's the most important thing. Respect, honesty, communication. Um, that's all that really matters. And I think for me as a player that's been here for a while, that's won a championship, that's like
Jeez.
um,
That has won a championship. Please don't forget that. 2019 NBA champions, the Toronto Raptors. Don't forget it.
being in a lot of winning situations. Like I think him as a new rookie head coach coming in. Um, I think we kind of like better like get together and figure things out. And I think it would be smart for me to talk to him, which I've done. To trying to pick his brain and see
Nice.
the things that he does, and
Nice.
trying to like again as the veteran player, and probably the most tenure. I don't know if that's right on the team right now. to kind of like understand each other, and I think that on his side too, he has to do that same thing, um, figuring out who are your best players on your team, and going out.
I like that talk. Pascal is not shying away. The best players on the team. Like he knows I am him. I'm up here. My confidence is high. I'm not second guessing. So I like that confidence.
And figure out how as a new coach you're gonna come in and help the team win. And I think you do that by going through like you know your best player and then the whole team.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna hold it off right there for now for Pascal Siakam. I do like what I'm hearing from him. I'm excited to see what's gonna come about this season. The body language wasn't as as you can even see in this clip right here, it wasn't as upbeat. But sometimes, walking into a new environment, there is a lot of uncertainty with him right now. Contract extension. So there is a lot of uncertainty, and you're consistently hearing your name in the trade rumors. So that doesn't sit well, and your GM is not communicating with you to let you know, don't worry, we got you. It's not a good feeling. So I hope the Raptors do get something worked out with Pascal Siakam. I'm just gonna say Spicy P is just taking it one day at a time. So I'm not gonna overanalyze how this press conference was. I think he was just chilling and taking it easy and seeing how it goes. All right.